This is where pretty much a year worth of fabrication is to show for right here. I mean, first things first, guys, happy Thanksgiving and happy Black Friday. And we're gonna do something special so you ain't gotta go out Black Friday shopping out in the crowds. For the next 48 hours, we're gonna be throwing in a bunch of random prizes, basically into random orders. That includes the digital entry as well, so everybody has a chance. You automatically, first off, get entered into that double whammy giveaway right there, plus 50 grand in cash. Let's show you guys what we're throwing in. We did it a little bit different this time. We got some gaming PCs. I'm not a gamer, but that was your idea right there. Apparently, that's a unit right there. I don't know, but you got a slushy machine, coffee machines, you got some racing simulators, we got some Ray-Ban glasses, more slushy machines. I thought those would be cool. Tons of RC cars right here. Look at it. You got a Hellcat, dirt bikes, you got a Senna right there. That's a sick one right there. More RC cars right there. We got some iPads. We got a bunch of these AirPods Max, like headphones right there. More coffee machines right there, guys. It's gonna be an awesome Thanksgiving and Black Friday, so 48 hours only, guys. Check out goonsquad.com. Check out all the official rules, and good luck.
It's a lot of room right there, dude.
Oh, wow. Dude, it's actually very spacious up in here. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we got something super epic for you guys. We bought our very first minivan from auction right here, and what you see is a 2021 Chrysler Pacifica, and what we're about to do is stuff a Hellcat motor in this sucker and make it the sickest minivan ever to exist. I mean, Dodge is not gonna make it, and a lot of people actually talked about doing it, but nobody has done it. So you know what, we're gonna be the first to put the Hellcat motor in it, one way or the other, the transmission, and maybe even some of the suspension, which would be absolutely just mind-blowing. So this van right here is just a good looking van. That's the main reason why we wanted to do it to this van. I mean, look at that front end, dude. Pretty dang aggressive, right? For a van, pretty aggressive. The rear end, not so much, but we are still gonna add some SRT touches to it, maybe a wide body kit, but that's in the future. First things first, we need to get the power in there, and we already purchased a red eye, a parts red eye. It's got a good engine, transmission, and some good suspension, so it's the perfect candidate basically for this whole entire project. But anyways, first thing we want to do is kind of give you guys a walk around, because believe it or not, this van is fully loaded right here. It is also fully loaded with water because it was flooded in the front. But let's just give you guys a quick walk around, and then we're gonna start getting to work on this thing. So I never thought I would say this about a minivan, but this is a good looking front end on this van right here. And the Pacifica is probably one of the best looking minivans out there. And these headlights and the grills are honestly kind of giving me SRT vibes, dude.
I'm telling you, it looks like a Trackhawk front bumper.
What? But anyways, let's give you guys a quick walk around of the cosmetic damages. We got a little bit of damage to this fender right here. Doors are good, no glass damage. The rear end is in pretty dang good condition. I don't know why they taped it up. I'm guessing maybe when it hit some water or something, the rear end just shot open or something.
I'm telling you, the electronics were probably wilding out, dude. Every door was probably opening and stuff like that. But dude, the rear end, dude, I gotta say, man, that looks good.
Look at that taillight right there. It's almost like a Dodge taillight. You know how long it is?
It's like a Dodge Charger in the back, man. Dude, imagine quad exhaust sticking out. Whoa, dude, we're already cooking.
Dude, a quad exhaust would make this rear end look super aggressive. And maybe even like a nice little wing in the back right there.
Black out those badges, the Chrysler badge, put a SRT badge in the back.
Put a Hellcat kitty right there, dude.
I'm telling you.
But anyways, this side is good as well. No damages other than the door, the fender, and the front bumper, which we're not worried about none of these damages. Our main concern is actually trying to get a Hellcat motor stuffed into that tiny little engine bay. But let's quickly hop into this interior. I gotta say, dude, pretty loaded in there. Welcome, guys, to the Swamp Edition interior Pacifica. I mean, look at that right there. This sucker is filthy on the inside, but we don't care about that. We care about this. Look how beautiful this interior is. Literally looks almost like the Dodge Hellcats. It's got a nice screen right here. It's got all your controls right here. This is exactly a Dodge steering wheel. Look at that, dude.
I'm telling you, this is like a Trackhawk Dash or something like that.
Dude, even the tachometer looks like one from a Hellcat would just swap right into here, which that's our goal, is to probably put one of those in here. Maybe have like all the SRT controls work for this screen. That would be crazy, man.
If we can get that stuff to work, that would be just top notch.
And the rear end as well, super spacious. I mean, the seats lean back. You got seats all the way back there. And I believe all these seats actually tuck into the floor pan somehow and turns into like a flat area, which that's pretty cool right there. Imagine road trip, or imagine launching with 7 people in a minivan, dude.
I'm telling you, doing a burnout or drift in this thing.
Dude, we're gonna definitely make it rear wheel drive, so that's a must right there. But another reason why we're building this van is because we kind of want like an epic camera car, and I think this would be perfect. I mean, imagine leaning out like this, getting some low rollers, being able to keep up with some of our other vehicles. Dude, perfect camera car right here, dude. Let's just see what this original Chrysler Pacifica has under the hood. 3.6 V6, dude, that's a piece of junk.
And it's sideways because
man,
it's a little tight in there, guys. So that's the biggest issue probably we're gonna run into is the space in there, dude.
Dude, if we gotta cut into that firewall, that's exactly what we're gonna have to do, man.
I'm telling you, we'll do whatever it takes.
Dude, it looks like the whole motor was pretty much underwater as well, dude.
Almost looks like the water line could have been like this because it's so dirty right here and it's not that dirty right here. And there's no coolant, so there's something going on up underneath this thing as well.
Yeah, but you know what? We're going to try to actually fire this motor up right here because I think the oil pan is actually cracked on the bottom. So the water that was in there leaked out. So that's actually a really good thing. And I'm hoping that we can just replace that oil pan and this sucker just fires up. Or we can just drive it temporarily from shop to shop because you know what? We're going to need some help from some fabricators. And that right there is where we decided that it was pretty much time to quit fooling around and trying to get this original motor started. Although it would have been pretty cool kind of do a before and after. That was kind of the whole idea, but no big deal. Hellcat motor minivan was going to be so much better. But we got it loaded up and we took it over to Top End Fab where they immediately started working on it, tearing the van down. And also we ended up later bringing the Hellcat Red Eye over. Got a little bit of helicopter Hellcat steer going right here, but pretty much we got it unloaded. Also went over a bunch of stuff with the guys over here at Top End Fab, and they were ready to get after this project.
Y'all need to check the van out, or y'all?
Yeah, let's go check out that van right quick.
Good. All the room. That's a lot of room right there, dude.
Oh, wow. Dude.
Just cut that firewall and you're good to go. Remove the rack, haul the suspension and steering to the front, cut the firewall out. Maybe we can get the transmission sit back. I think the motor's going to sit in there pretty nice.
Heck yeah. Dude, it's actually very spacious up in here,
Yeah,
dude.
we just need room that way. So.
Just quick measuring off one of the Trackhawks over there. It's actually got more room than the Trackhawk does.
Wow.
Really?
So,
That's good to hear.
So right off the bat, this project looks like it's going to be pretty simple and straightforward after the motor was removed. I mean, it looked like there was going to be plenty of space. This is the motor that came out of it, and the subframe actually from the original Hellcat motor seemed to fit up real nice. So that was kind of the plan right there. But of course, a lot of things changed over time. And even though, you know, we were in and out of the shop a lot, we couldn't film a lot of the stuff ourselves. So we just decided to leave a camera with Top End Fab, and those guys actually filmed a ton of the process. Let's roll it. Alrighty guys, so after about a year at Top End Fabrication, the Hellcat minivan, or Pacificat, is officially back over here, and it is Hellcat equipped. Look at this engine bay, dude. We got a Hellcat red eye up in there, dude.
And it fits perfectly. Look at that, man. That was meant to be, with plenty of room in the back. Minimal modifications to the firewall, which is surprising, dude.
Minimal modifications there, but you know what? A ton of modifications elsewhere. I mean, there was a ton of stuff that went into actually making this happen. And Top End Fab tried to film as much as possible. They didn't film every little detail, but we're grateful to give you guys, you know, some of the stuff that they did.
Dude, but super sick custom intake to fit in here.
Look at that.
I know,
dude.
that way we don't have to like mess with the actual radiator support too much, but that's all Hellcat original cooling system. Look at that, man. Look how close. Mere millimeters, dude.
Millimeters. There is some custom coolers. I think a custom transmission cooler. We'll show you guys once we get it up on the lift.
Yep. You got the original Hellcat supercharger pump right there. Got some nice brake lines all the way around. All custom wiring done for this thing. This is, I mean, this is as nice as it can get right here, man.
Dude, that's, I mean, it took a year to do this right here. So a lot of tinkering, a lot of thinking. That's why we decided to actually let them take care of it, because we got other projects to take care of. You know, it's got a custom fuel cell in the back and all that stuff. But dude, look how low this thing sits. Does it not look like a sporty vehicle now?
Dude, it looks good. That's one good looking Pacificat, man.
Dude, that's a pretty good, I got a pretty good ring to it right there,
That's
dude.
what I'm saying. Maybe we can make some badges, Hellcat badges or something on the side.
Or even just slap some nice red eye badges on the side right there. It would be clean. But dude, look at this fitment right here. So full custom, you know, front suspension over here, custom rack and pinion. We had to do the Willwood brakes up front because the Brembos were too big to work with our custom suspension.
No, the Brembos, I think the knuckle was like way
it wouldn't
off.
work with the knuckle.
Yeah, it wouldn't work with the knuckle, so we got the Willwoods because they had a fab up lower control arms, I believe upper control arms, just the whole entire shebang up front, because that's why not a lot of people do this, is how much fab work goes into this.
Full custom front subframe to get this motor to fit up in here. And I mean, it's just looking so clean. And we got a custom wide body kit that looks like a factory wide body for this van right here.
I'm excited about that.
Cannot wait to show you guys that. Let's just hop into the interior as well real quick. Looks all original up in here. And we're still working on some of the electronic components to get like the shifter to work.
That's we're trying a few different shifters right now.
That's why you see the original Hellcat shifter here. But I mean, other than that, the van starts up, but we just can't seem to get it to drive just yet, which, you know, that's why we went to Top End Fab to do all the fab work, and we're going to take care of all the wiring. But dude, back seats are still up in there, dude.
Back seats are in there. Look at the tunnel. You can't even tell they put carpet over it, man. So it looks like nothing's been done on the inside. We can't use our stowaway seats anymore. No big deal. We need them. We don't need to stow them away.
We just want to have a bunch of people in here just ripping down the drag strip, down the road.
That's would be fun, man.
Dude, that's going to be insane right there. Back end, nice and flush. So in the back, we went with the stock rear subframe from that red eye Challenger that we had, and I mean, it worked really nice. It's got the stock Brembos back there, looking clean, dude.
I can't believe how all that fit up there. We were like scared it would be too wide or not wide enough, but look at that, man. It's like a perfect fitment, especially with that custom wide body that we're gonna do.
Oh my goodness,
this is gonna be insane, man.
Hey, look at this rear end right here. I know we talked about quad exhaust, but you know what? We ended up just doing dual exhaust, and I think that is so clean right there. We're still working on finding some other modifications, like a wing, if that's possible. It might have to get built custom, but dude, I cannot wait to have this thing just ripping. Look at that Pacificat right there, dude. That is so cool, dude.
I cannot wait, dude. This is gonna be the ultimate sleeper, man.
Exactly,
it's gonna be the ultimate sleeper.
Imagine getting gapped by a minivan, dude.
It's gonna happen, man. There's gonna be people out there that are gonna be wondering why this thing sounds so good.
There's gonna be some videos going around, and some people are gonna be humiliated.
I'm telling you.
But dude, right now we're gonna go ahead and quickly get this thing up on that lift right there. We're gonna show you guys some of the beauty going on underneath, and we'll just kind of show you what it took to get this to where it is right now. All right, so before it goes up on the lift, we're gonna show you guys that this sucker fires up, because that's pretty dang important. And something really cool about this swap is basically we took the Hellcat harness and we mated it with the Pacifica harness, and all this stuff in the inside should work, and also the engine source should work, but we are running into a ton of issues with the computers communicating. And you know what, we're figuring it out one step at a time. We even couldn't even fire it up in the very beginning, so we had to ship off the ECU get it tweaked and it fired up, but now won't go into drive and it's in limp mode, but we'll figure that stuff out. So right now, let's fire this thing up and show you guys how it purrs. Come on. Woo-hoo-hoo! That is sick, dude. Everything works. Look at that. See, it's in limp mode. I'm revving it.
Won't rev, man.
Dude, but hey, them belts are spinning, ain't they?
Oh yeah, I mean, everything works perfect up here. Look at that. Everything's just nice.
So sick. Let's see what it sounds like, dude.
Oh yeah, man, the sound, dude.
Look at that, dude.
It sounds like it can scream.
Ooh, dude, I can't wait to redline this sucker, dude.
That sounds so good.
That sounds good. Look at tail lights are working. So, hey, we got to this point. I know we can get this thing done. So let's get it up on that list. All right, so this right here is where the magic happened. This is where pretty much a year worth of fabrication is to show for right here. I mean, it is looking beautiful. First things first, exhaust. I mean, the fab work on this exhaust is just flawless. All the welds, all just the preciseness. Look how close it gets to that fuel cell right there. It's so clean. I mean, that fuel cell right there is a custom one. And they even made the fill pretty much go to the factory spot. If you could tell, like in that wheel well,
yeah,
you got the whole line running there, dude. So you can fill it up from the outside. You don't got to fill it up from the inside, get that smell and pretty much ruin that original look on that inside. So
yes, sir.
Looks good. And the craziest thing I think about this rear end is the fact that the stock subframe from the Red Eye popped right into there, and the width is just perfect. Other than, I mean, it's sticking out maybe like an inch, but we got something for that. We already thought of that, man.
100%, but dude, that's crazy. So this is all out of that Challenger, dude.
Yep, I mean, in order to get this subframe in here, they did have to chop up a bunch of that floor pan right there, build some custom brackets, but it went into place. Also had to customize this lower control arm for that coilover to work right there. Brake lines are beautiful. I mean, all the craftsmanship and just all the little details is just phenomenal. You got this muffler, I guess, right here in the exhaust, which we wanted it to be not too loud. You know, that way it's a sleeper build. So that's why we got that. You got this custom drive shaft, and then you got this carrier right here with a custom bracket right there. And I think they had to extend that drive shaft a little bit. Right here, dude, we got some coolers, and this is actually for the supercharger. So these are intercoolers. You got some high-speed fans on there. And the reason why they were placed right here is because we're out of room up front, dude. Hey, too many coolers, dude.
We used all the room we can get.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got this custom brace for the transmission. I mean, that sucker is nice and solid right there. Ain't going nowhere.
Talk about the tunnel, man, because you don't even notice it, how factory it looks under here.
I almost thought it was already here, but that tunnel was completely custom. They painted it. It looks like the factory tunnel right there. So clean. Then moving right along, the suspension, of course. You got custom lower control arms. You got Ford coilovers right there. Ford knuckle that was fully just customized. And then we had to put in this low profile Ford rack and pinion right here, which is perfect clearance. Look at that, dude.
It's super clean. I think the only thing that hangs the lowest is the oil pan.
Yep, which we might have to find a low profile one just so we don't, you know, bust that right there. But also you got this custom bar right here for that steering rod. You know, all those little things, you know, you have to think of in order for this thing to function properly. Custom subframe right here, dude, beautiful. You got this, this is a transmission cooler right there, mounted nice and solid. Over here, you got your oil cooler. And look at this, dude. You got a custom subframe right there, and it's made, everything that they did was pretty much made for us to work on it with ease. If we need to take stuff apart, take this motor out, super easy to do. So that's a good thing that they did that right there, dude.
Oh, that's like the best, because you can just unbolt that, pop that off, take your radiators off, pull the motor out in a couple minutes, man.
Absolutely. So one of the main reasons why we decided to put out this Hellcat minivan video before fully finishing it is because we need some of your guys' help because obviously it's in limp mode and it won't go into drive, and we think we might have a solution for that limp mode, and it might be a complete standalone transmission harness. But if that don't work, we can always go into a complete standalone harness for the engine and just a complete ECU that's standalone as well, which of course we're not gonna get those functions working on the inside. So we're hoping somebody out there can help us program this sucker, get everything working like factory, and we can have this van just like we envisioned it. But anyways, before we wrap this video up, we're gonna show you guys some body parts that we've been working on for a whole entire year for this van as well. Let's open it up and let's put it on this van.
Dang, son. Dude, that's sick.
What the heck? That's perfect. Red eye motor, red eye hood.
You see that? Run.
Bro, what'd you do?
I don't know.
Are you kidding me?
How did that work?
What the heck? No way!
Why did it start working?
Dude, that is sick. I think the hood.
The hood did
Dude,
it.
that sounds sick. See if it'll go into drive.
Oh
Or no,
my-
we got the neutral switch pulled.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why it's working. What?
I think our issue is the transmission, dude.
Yes, because look. No way.
Stop, dude. That is sick.
Dang. Maybe we just needed to release this video after all. That's what fixed it.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you.
But that's not all. We got to figure out why it's doing that.
The
you know?
only thing we did different was we put on this carbon hood, plus we did the neutral release emergency, right?
Yeah, the Hellcat neutral release, which everybody pulls whenever you're hauling it.
So it has to do something with the transmission then.
So maybe with it in a gear, it's reading that it won't, like it goes into limp mode. But if it knows it's in neutral, you can.
This thing is looking sick.
That's gonna be clean once that's painted right there, and new body parts, new paint.
Dude,
Man,
so sick. The hood is my favorite part. That's a red eye hood, basically for a Chrysler Pacifica, one of a kind, carbon outside. Show them the inside, dude.
full carbon hood right here. I mean, that was just made just for this project right here.
Dude, so sick. Same with the wide body kit right here. It looks factory pretty much.
Dude, just for this project, which is just insane. Look how perfect the fitment is in the rear.
Yep.
It's like precise. When it's white, it's gonna look like a factory wide body. It's gonna look original, like a wide body like Hellcat or anything like that.
It's gonna be insane, guys.
But guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Drop your comments and thoughts down below what you think of this project. But with that being said, happy Thanksgiving.